Longmoor is the type of forest where you only drive as far as you can see, for there are many hidden twists and turns. Ryan was realistic about his chances of catching his rival up front.
I think we've adopted just a finish to the end attitude today. PE Rally's always been tough on me. It's always been rough on the crew, Johnny's doing fantastic times. I'm not going to catch him. I won't be able to catch him. Instead of me trying to be a hero to catch anybody ahead of me for any reason, I'd rather just stay on the road now. Don't damage the car and get to the end.
Indeed, bringing the car home is how championships are won. Stage 12 was a repeat of Stage 5 and just 8.8 kilometers long, but had more than enough trickery to catch out some very fancy drivers. Lawrence pushed his team total Toyota Runex to the limit and sometimes beyond as he tried to catch the leaders after his clutch problems on day one. Keane was again a little more circumspect with his car's suspect handling, preferring to give away time but to keep it on the road. Damso and Paisley were hell-bent on taking the fight to Habich and Judd, but in this stage, they gave away another 3 seconds. Habich's lead was back to 23 ticks of the clock.
It's quite a hard fight in the front here. Yanni's going very quickly and we're trying to take a bit of time back, but we lost our sun guard on the previous stage, so the stage 12 we did it without a sun guard, so we will see. The day's still a long time.
Yanni took the pressure in his stride.
Pace is quite hectic. We've got a couple of small gremlins that's sort of just a small puncher, sticky throttle and so on. That's holding our progress back a bit, but at least we're still holding the station. But it's quite hectic.
Hergen Fecken was having a bad day behind the wheel and had used up virtually all of the car.
The gearbox is broken, first gear is gone, and the clutch is also gone. So we have to start in second gear, and the starter doesn't want to go anymore, so we're almost out of options. We're going to have to change the gearbox in this service block.
And to top it all, the BP Volkswagen team had just 20 minutes to refettle the battle-weary Polo. While navigator Pierre Arries calculated the time loss and its effect on their position, the VW squad really earned their money. Fecken was anxious as the lateness mounted and time penalties kicked in at the rate of 10 seconds for every minute the team was overdue. In the end, it was a miracle. They eventually took almost 3 minutes of lateness penalties. At least they were going somewhere, because that's Sally Detroit's team total Subaru, and it was well and truly stuck. After the stage was completed, the service team battled to free the stricken car. And after a tug-of-rope war, we wanted to know, how did it happen?
We were discussing the flying finish already. I mean, we're basically out of the stage. And we've already gone past the last instruction. And I said to Sally, just go for it, because we're going to need the flying finish now, and we're going to have a super time here. And yeah, unfortunately, we're a bit too fast, too quick.
It's difficult to read the roads over here, because it looks like the corner is going to open up, but then next moment it tightens and into another corner, and we carried into this corner here for fourth gear flat. And way too fast for the corner here, and we went off.
No kidding. The overworked team eventually got the car out, and it was frustratingly undamaged, but they were time barred and had to head for home. In the smallest modified class, Etienne Malherbe and Henny Boertes were nearly 2 minutes behind their toughest rival. Michael Houghton and Brent Doherty tried everything they could to take the class lead. It was Gugu Zulu and Rikus Ferri who held sway in A5, 40 seconds clear of the leading Taz. The fast, sweeping road suited the bigger engine BP Chico. Join us again. The 22-kilometer-long PPC stage was a repeat of Friday's stage 6. It Etienne Lawrence and Andre Vermeulen were still in maximum attack mode. The number 2 ranked driver tackles the twisty bits with fervour. But too much, and the brakes in an S2000 car deliver awesome stopping power, but that was going to cost a lot of time. Undeterred, he's right back on the Run X's very loud pedal. Sit back and enjoy Lawrence in this ultra high-speed section. Relentless. Gemmell was still churning out super fast times to hang on to 4th overall. And Habich also had the accelerator firmly wedged to the floorboard. But Damso's floorboard must have been deeper, for he clawed back 5 seconds and won the stage. Williams hauled his way back to 3rd overall in A7. After 12 stages, Charles Wilken and Greg Godridge had built up a good 20-second lead, but were gobsmacked to find it was gone in one fell swoop after special stage 13.
We're having a big battle out there, and seems like with 2 gravel stages to go, JP's gone in the lead by 2 seconds. So, yeah. We're on the limit, and yeah, we can only go as quick as we can, and we'll have to see. We're going to have to try and go a little bit quicker, but like you said, I'm going as quickly as we can, so I don't know if there's any reserve.
Charles set a superb time 34 seconds faster than his first run over stage 6. JP was in scintillating form too, beating his own time by 45 seconds from the previous day. The results show it. JP had a 2-second lead after taking 22 seconds off Charles in 22 kilometers.
We should have started this morning, but we had a good clean run now at this stage. Put up a good time, so we've got a 25k coming up now, and then a 20, and that's it. So I have to push hard in these last 2.
45 kilometers of gravel stages and flat-out rallying were left to cling on to that lead. Stage 14, the penultimate gravel stage, fearsomely fast and a roller coaster ride of note. Lawrence set the 5th fastest time and remained in his position. Enzo was still happy just to hold station. Damso launched one more final attack to see if Habich would crack. But he didn't give an inch. In fact, it was the opposite. He added another 5 seconds to his lead. Stefan Wilken was learning all about A6 rallying, Volkswagen Polo style. Richard and Natasha Vaughan were nearing the end of their last national rally before retiring. And Eugene Lawrence was causing some consternation in the service park. That's one very second-hand Toyota Conquest. Eugene rolled his team total machine after the flying finish in stage 12 earlier in the day, and the crew spent every available second patching up the car to get it to the finish. Goggles and duct tape were the order of the day for Lawrence and Jacobs as they soldiered on. Skalkberger and Wimpy van Grienen led their Class A6 championship coming into the Volkswagen Rally and were set to claim more points in their SB Invest Toyota Corolla. Or not, as the case was. In fact, he parked the car, but not quite the way that it should be parked.
I think I read it as a straight, and as I came up and I came around saw it turning and just too fast. Couldn't get it to brake, and it just slid. And it slid right into the embankment and just turned onto its side. And that's it. End of the game.
6 love, we figure. Craig Trott and John Costa were pedaling their Team Total Toyota as hard as they could. But it was not enough to catch the latest generation A6 car as Mark Grenier kept his Castrol Toyota firmly in front. Everything was going right as they led the way.
I'm just trying to keep it nice and clean and tidy. We've got some small hindering problems that we're carrying at the moment, but it doesn't seem to be affecting our times too much. So I'm just going to carry on and get it to the end and have a nice clean run. The stages today have been unbelievably fast and awesome. It's really, really awesome to drive.
And it was clear Grenier was really enjoying every millimetre of the rally. Stage 15 was the last one on dirt, and then we would finally leave the Longmore Forest, heading to Port Elizabeth.